A massive winter storm is battering the Midwest. Heavy snow has caused whiteout conditions in some areas, shutting down highways and grounding flights in and out of the region. There's currently a blizzard warning across 6 states, with snow expected to continue through tomorrow afternoon. Some areas are expected to be hit with more than 2 feet of snow. CBS News weather producer David Parkinson is tracking the storm. David, what can you tell us?
Yeah, well, we do have a lot of snow still left. Take a look at the entire state of South Dakota is all seeing snow. We've got some snow into parts of Minnesota and then on now into Wisconsin and the upper peninsula of Michigan. So there's a whole lot more still to go. The center of the storm right here, you can kind of see the circulation on it. But here's the interesting thing: as we take another look at this storm, the key thing to note here is that there's a lot of snow that is already on the ground. So we are talking about 18 inches of snow right here in this section of South Dakota. Look at these fierce winds. So even if you've got a break in the snow, you've got winds that's swirling everything around. You've got limited to no visibility. That's the problem. Thursday evening, you can see we've got a little bit more warm air sneaking its way up into the Minneapolis region. So they're actually probably done with the majority of their snow. Friday morning, you're still seeing snow in South Dakota, still seeing snow in Minnesota, and you've got those winds cranking. And then by the afternoon to evening on Friday, you're seeing a little bit of a mix in Minneapolis, but then you've got some snow into parts of Wisconsin and the UP. So how much more in addition to that 18 inches of snow in Watertown? Yeah, there could be another 8 inches there. Anywhere in this lighter shade of blue, that's probably another 4 inches or so. You'll see that for eastern Wisconsin as well, and Minneapolis is probably done. Here's the interesting thing to note. We've got a severe weather index of 2 for Chicago, pretty much the entire state of Illinois today. That's because of damaging wind, and the damaging wind threat on this storm extends from the center of the storm 715 miles to the southeast, and that's going all the way into the deep south, and they've got some severe weather all through the weekend. So it's going to be a really big time to be severe weather aware in the south. On top of that, look at these temperature changes. In just 24 hours, we've dropped 43 degrees in Woodward, Oklahoma, but we've gained 26 degrees in Lafayette. That should show you how big of a temperature contrast we have with the storm, how powerful this storm is, and why we've, yes, had some thunder snow with this storm, because you've got those clash of air masses. That's why you're also looking at some severe weather, too. In terms of what we're looking at for the next places to see those temperature changes, all the warmth here in St. Louis, 70s and 80s. Well, as we move into your low temperatures, we're going to be dropping an easy 40 degrees by Friday morning. Look at that. We're down into the 30s. So a big storm, and then we watch the melt. The melt will cause flooding, and that's the big story for next week. But we're not out of the woods yet. We're still watching, though, the James, the Missouri, the Mississippi, and the Minnesota rivers, all a big concern as we move forward.
David Parkinson, thank you so much.
Sure thing.